A Gurgaon-based online auto marketplace, Droom, has raised an undisclosed amount in Series B funding by Singapore's BNext and Digital Garage of Japan. Joining us to discuss this, Sandeep Aggarwal. Sandeep, good afternoon and congratulations. First up, Sandeep, why the secrecy?
Well, Abha, actually, we have raised 3 rounds before to this, and we had no problem sharing that amount, but this time we have some constraint by our investors, and also for competitive reasons, we are not disclosing the amount of the capital. But what we are saying is this round of capital is actually significantly higher than the prior round of capital. And the last round we had raised was 16 million or 100 crore rupees in June of 2015.
All right, fair enough. So that gives us an idea of the metrics that you're working with. Sandeep, what does this latest round of funding mean for you in terms of expansion, in terms of your operations? How are you going to look at using it?
Sure. So Abha, actually, we have been operational, commercially available for the last 17 months. And we are currently doing roughly 160 million or 1,000 crore rupees in gross revenue on our platform. And until September, we were only available in New Delhi, but now we are available in 142 cities. So we will use this capital primarily to strengthen our dominating position in online automobile market, where we think we own a bulk of the market right now. And then we primarily see ourselves as a data science, IP and technology company. So we will continue to build a lot of technologies. And finally, we are earmarking some of this capital to expand in Southeast Asia later half of this year.
Okay, so where are you seeing maximum growth, Sandeep? I mean, there are some fairly high growth figures that I think you've shared a little earlier today, and you can run us through those. But where do you see the maximum traction coming from?
Sure. So Abha, actually, Droom is a very different platform. A, we are not limited to cars, and B, we are not only limited to automobiles, but we also enable automobile services. So anything with wheel or motors and human being used for transportation and the services. So the growth we are seeing is the single biggest growth is that in last 6 months, Droom is available now in 142 cities. Out of those, 46 cities are now contributing some revenue. We think at least 10 of these 42 cities will start looking like New Delhi, which became almost like a 600-700 crore rupees market for on an annualized basis in 12 months. So can we have 10 more cities which may achieve like 50% of New Delhi in the next 12 months? That's our very low-hanging opportunity and a big source of growth. That alone actually can take us from a current 1,000 crore rupees in GMV annualized to roughly 3,500 crore rupees. Beside that, we are in services business. Currently, we sell only 0.2 automobile service, such as auto loan, insurance, or warranty. When we sell one automobile product, such as motorcycle or scooter or car, we think that for every motorcycle, scooter, car sold on our platform, we can actually sell 2 services, which may include auto loan, insurance, warranty, roadside assistance, or car care and detailing. So these are the 2 very big sources of growth, and which both are, in my view, are near to midterm. In terms of the metrics, we actually have done well. We have roughly 50,000 B2C sellers, like auto dealers, using our platform to sell. We have roughly, and at any given point of time, 55,000 active listings. Their listed GMV is roughly 400 million or roughly 2,500 crore rupees. On a demand side, we have roughly 3.2 million people coming to our website. 65% is a mobile traffic. We have seen 3 million app downloads since we started. Every single month we started, we have been among the top 20 best shopping apps in the country. And then we have roughly 1.75 million Facebook fans, making us the largest auto-focused community on Facebook in India. In terms of transaction, as I mentioned, we are currently doing annualized 1,000 crore rupees in GMV. Last month we did 3,500 different orders. And we are growing even at the current scale, we are growing at the rate of roughly 20 to 25% month over month.
Sandeep, in such a highly competitive environment, what do you think it is that's helping to set Droom apart and also give it that edge? And I mean, we have seen not only a lot of competition, but even certain other challenges in the auto space overall, both for online and traditional players.
See, Abha, I would say this way that, you know, a lot of time people ask me, how do you compete when there's already some, like, you know, large classifieds company and other discovery platforms? And I think my quick answer is, I don't think I would have started Droom if India did not have online classifieds and discovery platforms. For us, it was very important for those two type of play to be already available, because in terms of market timing, we did not want to be MySpace, we wanted to be Facebook. So those companies' presence really told us the market readiness for a more cutting edge, innovative platforms such as Droom. And why we exist and how we compete is purely on one thing, which is innovation. You know, the existing offerings before Droom were making their bet on free listings or lead generation. But the reality is, the moment of truth when you buy used vehicles is not free listings or lead generation. It is trust, transparency, selection, pricing. These are the reasons why a transaction for a used automobile does not take place between two unknown people. And we are in the business of removing everything which serve as an impediment why a transaction is not taking place between two people. So we actually have, you know, launched, for example, we have launched Orange Book Value. It is India's first and only algorithmic pricing engine to find out scientifically value of a used vehicle. We launched a new app called Eco, which is India's most comprehensive and scientific way of inspecting a vehicle and removing any unknowns and negative surprise for a buyer. We launched something called Full Circle Trust Score, which is actually combining a marketplace with a data science. And the kind of things we are working on, there's no other consumer internet company in my view in this country independent of category. So we are truly bringing innovation and solving the buyer and seller problems, and that's how we are competing, and that's how we are relevant. And I think that is how perhaps we got funded in an environment where the last 7-8 months there have not been many examples of getting funded.
Fantastic, Sandeep. Congratulations once again, and good to have you on the show. Of course, as Sandeep said, he can't disclose the figure, but remember, there was some speculation that it could be around about 30 million, and that was reported by the press some time ago, earlier this month. In fact, remember the earlier round was about 16, so that could possibly cumulatively take the last two rounds to about 50 million for Droom. But like I said, we don't know that for sure. But the investors there, we've got, of course, heavy-duty investors, both BeanX and Japan's Digital Garage, which has in fact invested from its $60 million fund. So, and they've said that they will invest about half of that in Indian startups. So, action heating up once again. That's all from us on the show for now. Thanks for watching.